brand new Ares Platinum direct drive wheelbase paired with the 290 GP steering wheel, and Conspit is not playing around with the design quality and performance of any of this gear. Sold separately or bundled together, these products are targeted directly towards the mid-range consumers, of which Fanatec, MOZA, and Simagic have had a chokehold on for so long. So, sent to me by Conspit for review, today I'll be going over all the good, the bad, and what you should know about this impressive looking sim racing gear. As seen here, the Ares Platinum direct drive wheelbase paired with the 290 GP steering wheel and the Conspit quick release system retails for $1,500 or $1,300 with one of Conspit's other steering wheel attachments, which I'll talk about in a bit. Individually, this 18mm wheelbase retails for $800 and the 290 GP a hefty $710. It's definitely a lot of money, but you'll see exactly why now as I start by going over the wheel. Fitted with a 4.3-inch customizable LCD screen, a carbon fiber and aluminum construction and striking design, the 290 GP is not playing around. On the front, you'll find 12 RGB backlit buttons, 4 thumb encoders, 2 7-way joysticks, 3 12-position rotary switches, and an array of bright shift lights surrounding the screen. Unlike other wheels that I've tested in the past, the forged carbon fiber faceplate here features a 3D ergonomic centric design where the buttons on the side are angled towards your hand for an easy and quick reach. Pair that with the soft and thick rubber handles and this is easily one of the most comfortable wheels that I've used with everything at close and easy reach. Why did my game stop working? Of course, all buttons and dials here, as you'd expect, are of good quality, are customizable even with included sticker sheets, and have a satisfying click. Now looking behind the wheel, you'll find 3 magnetic paddle shifters on either side of the CDP quick release system. Made entirely of 7075 aluminum alloy with a striking gold finish, this quick release system uses a mixed clasp and ball type locking mechanism to provide the most secure quick release system that I've ever used. Genuinely, no matter how much ridiculous force I was applying, there was absolutely no movement on either the wheel or the connection here, this being something I can't say about so many others, and this also being the same design used in real-life Formula cars. Now, very much worth noting is that this wheel can be used independently via USB with third-party wheelbases, as Conspit includes a standard mounting adapter as well as the cord. Anyways, back to what I was saying, and as you could imagine, the paddle shifters are also very well made. The ones on top can be binded to your liking, and similar to the ones in the center, have a clicky magnetic feel. Now, one of my favorite features about these are going to be the rocking mechanism, allowing you to up or downshift with a single hand if you're grabbing a drink or something of that sort while driving. Finally, the clutch pedals underneath are also well made with a springy resistance and a very long travel. Now, all of this together made for a very pleasant on-track driving experience. Although the look of this wheel will be controversial, there is no negating the functionality or the quality of it. On track, it held up excellently even when attached to an 18mm wheelbase. No flex at all is seen here nor on the quick release attachment, and its ergonomic driver-focused design gave me everything I needed. Unfortunately, at the time of this recording, the bright and high-resolution 4.3-inch display is not compatible with SimHub, but Conspit does have several in-house telemetry displays which can be cycled through via the center rotary encoder, and they work seamlessly with all of the sim racing titles that I used. Now, I spoke with the guys over at Conspit, and SimHub compatibility is in the works, but even better news is that they've also developed a wider range of wheel attachments and have more to offer than just this one Formula wheel. That's right, with the Conspit H.AO button module, which is sold separately, you have cheaper interchangeable wheel attachments while maintaining a lot of the functionality and quality of that Formula wheel. So when it comes to building an ecosystem, these wheels paired with a set of pedals that I reviewed last week, the cockpit I reviewed last year, and the wheelbase I'm about to talk about, Conspit is truly firing on all cylinders. But before getting too excited, let's now talk about the Ares Platinum Direct Drive wheelbase, where there are a lot of important things that you should know about. Similar in size to mid-range competitors, the Conspit Ares Platinum is the flagship wheelbase in their lineup, serving as the big brother to the 10mm Ares, which retails for $540. Similar to the wheel and frankly their sim lineup in general, the quality here is again impressive, with an aluminum alloy casing, a sleek design with bottom and side mounting capabilities, and a wireless quick release connection. Made only for use on PC, there is a lot to say about its in-game performance. Now first of all, Conspit's product website throws in a lot of technical jargon which I frankly don't even understand, so I'll just start by talking about how I felt this wheelbase after several weeks of testing. Starting off, the 18Nm of max force is immediately noticeable, with a wide range of available torque, high spikes of feedback at certain times, and little to no clipping in the force feedback signals. The driving experience is also as expected, with the wheelbase being quick and smooth to react, with enough detail and precision to make me feel immersed and comfortable with my inputs out on track. More so, it also performed well after hours of use, with no overheating issues on my end, nor any decrease in performance. Now what I will say though is that in my opinion, it is lagging behind in terms of the overall feel compared to the competition at this price point. Conspit themselves have told me that they're still working on improving their software, and it's visible why. Although it's not bad at its current state, there are definitely a lot of changes I was making in the software that weren't having a noticeable difference on track. The wheelbase also seemed to lack a lot of the fine details, road texture, and subtle granular effects that the Fanatec Club Sport and other wheelbases do give me, again at a similar price. That said, it's clear that it's only a matter of time until this gets fully refined, similar to how MOZA have just released a game-changing software update for their force feedback model. Now of course in general, even though it does lag behind in some aspects, you are still getting all of the performance benefits of a direct drive wheelbase in a very compact, subtle, and quiet package. All of this said, these products from Conspit have again not disappointed. The Ares Platinum Direct Drive wheelbase and 290GP steering wheel offer a well-rounded, high-quality experience for sim racing enthusiasts looking to upgrade their setup. The build quality is top-notch with durable materials and thoughtful ergonomic design that enhances the driving experience. The wheel feels solid and comfortable in hand, and the quick-release system is easily one of the best that I've ever used. As mentioned, however, there are still some areas where Conspit needs to catch up to its more established competitors. The force feedback, while strong and immersive, does lack some fine-tuning, and the software, though functional, still needs refinement to bring out the full potential of the hardware. That said, it's clear that Conspit is working on these improvements, and given some time, this could evolve into a truly formidable offering in the sim racing market. With all of that said though, this has been my full review on these new offerings from Conspit. As always, let me know your thoughts on them down in the comments below, and with all of that said, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.